There's another question that came through, which is asking, is it permissible to work alongside the police and prevent in order to clamp down upon extremism? And I think this probably affects people in their workplaces, maybe affects people in universities and schools as well, maybe. Wallahu a'lam, I would say that if it is possible for a person to work alongside them, not only will it be recommended, but it will be something which is wajib. And the reason why this person asked this question is because they were saying that those people, or some of those people were objecting and saying that you're not allowed to use the kuffar to aid against Muslims. And that is right in the general sense. We looked at this in Nawaqid al-Islam. However, the Prophet ﷺ used a man called Abdullah ibn Qurayt when he made hijrah from Mecca to Medina. He used the kuffar and their assistance because he knew this man is trustworthy. He's not like the rest of them. He is somebody I can trust. He's not going to betray me. He knows what he's doing. He's going to take me out of Mecca and I won't get caught. So you can use the kuffar. But more specifically, the majority of the ulama, as we'll see now, have said that it is permissible for us to use the kuffar if they are trustworthy, if it is necessary, against the Khawarij. It's permissible. From the Hanafi madhab, it says, وَلَا بَأْسْ بِأَنْ يَسْتَئِينَ أَهْلِ الْعَدْلِ. There is no harm to use the kuffar if they are trustworthy, they know what they're doing, they are capable. بِقَوْمٍ مِنْ أَهْلِ الْبُغَاءِ. To use them to go against those people who are extreme, who are radical. وَأَهْلِ الذِّمَّةِ الْخَوَارِجِ. And to use even those people who are living inside a Muslim country. So now he is saying, if you don't live in a Muslim country and you are a Muslim minority, can you use the kuffar government? Yes. If you live in a Muslim country and the minority are kuffar, opposite way, can we use the kuffar? Still, yes. So Hanafi madhab. إِذَا كَانَ حُكُمْ أَهْلِ الْعَدْلِ ظَاهِرًا. As long as they know what they are doing, they are capable, there's not going to be greater harm, there is a legitimate reason. Because the reason why we are using them is to preserve the religion. لِإِعْزَازِ الدِّينِ. To preserve the religion, of course. If we are going to use the police and go through the correct channels and say, look, we are Muslims, they don't represent Islam. And we need you to help portray this message. Then there is no harm in using them. Imam al-Shafi'i himself, from the Shafi'i madhab, he said, لَا بَأْسَ أَن يَسْتَئِينُ عَلَيْهِمْ. There is no harm in seeking their help against the Khawarij. And there are statements also from the Maliki madhab and the Hanbali madhab. I haven't really got time to go through all of them, but every single madhab are agreed. And the dalil for this is there was an incident, I'm sure you're all aware, where the man, he left Medina with a letter going to Quraysh, and his name was Hatib ibn Abi Batt. And he went to the Quraysh, and he witnessed Badr. He was going to the Quraysh to say that Muhammad's coming to attack you guys. So the Prophet ﷺ caught up with him with Umar. He said, what are you doing? Are you an informant? Are you a spy? And he said, no, I'm not any of those things. I'm not trying to betray you, Ya Rasulullah, but what I want to do is tell them so they can have some rahmah on my family. They are oppressing them over there. So if I go to them with news and say Muhammad's coming, maybe they can let me go, my family go. What is the point in this? The point in this is this Hatib, he didn't do it out of nifaq. Umar said, let me cut this man's neck off, he's munafiq. Prophet ﷺ said, no. He witnessed Badr. Let him go. Why did the Prophet let him go? Because what we understand from this is that it is permissible to use the kuffar for a dunya sense. For a dunya sense. We're using them so that we can help portray the correct image of Islam. Protect communities, protect society. Not that we are using the kuffar to eradicate Islam or to spread oppression or use them for any kind of ill-gotten means. But even if we were to say all of this is out the window, etc., Ibn Taymiyyah rahimahullah said it is permissible if it is necessity. And obviously now here it is a necessity. The Muslims don't have a central power themselves. So therefore you need to use the authorities in this country to go through it. And Ibn Taymiyyah rahimahullah said it is allowed out of necessity. And also there's a fatwa Ibn Taymiyyah where he says that it is allowed, again, with those conditions that they know what they are doing, that there will be no greater harm, they are people that are trustworthy, etc. Imam Al-Fawzan, rahimahullah, was asked this question. And he said the person who objects to this is only somebody who is jahil, somebody who has no real knowledge. If you need to use the kuffar against the Khawarij, then this is not a tawalli. What's tawalli? Tawalli is when you're using the kuffar to fight against Islam. That's what they're claiming that we're doing here. Imam Shaykh Salih al-Fawzan said that this is from muwalat. And muwalat is the difference between muwalat. We did this in the Waqt as well, if you remember. And muwalat is when you use the kuffar for the sake of promoting and preserving this deen for a dunyawi reason. So now that one action may seem as if you're doing something which is kufr. Let's go to the police, let's go and get that Khariji. So that Khariji turned around and said, look what he's doing. It's kufr, he's a munafiq. Don't say that about us. But that same one action, you can look at as tawalli, but you can look at as muwalat. Anybody who looks at this tawalli, Shaykh Salih al-Fawzan has said that this person is ignorant. What they are doing is they're using it for the sake of preserving for a dunyawi benefit. And there are many other fatwa from the ulama, such as Shaykh Abdul Muhsin al-Bad and others from the ulama. Anybody have any questions? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Is it better for a person to pray